Hey guys, welcome back to the Snapring Chronicles. We're coming back at you with another ratchet video, but this time really more of a ratchet comparison video. We have the old Plomb here, and we have the Proto. Both are the 5249s, and we're gonna kind of mix and match them to see if it's correct that you can put parts from these into those or those into these and still get them to work. So we're gonna put that theory to the test. Yeah, this is kind of a follow-up a little bit to that Proto Los Angeles video I did a few videos back, to where it was mentioned that the parts will still interchange even though it's 80 years difference in age. But before we jump into it, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you find any of this at all interesting. I'm sure some of you don't, and maybe a few of you do. So okay, this is a new Proto 5249 ratchet, and from like the 50s on, they made this style of ratchet, and this one was a little bit different. A little bit different in the way it looked. Of course, it has the pebbled plumb here, and the shape is a little bit different, but internally, basically, these ratchets have remained the same. Here, this plumb is from like the 40s. Maybe just before Plomb turned into Proto. So, but definitely 40s vintage Plomb ratchet, and this is a modern one you can buy pretty much right now off of Amazon. So we're gonna check them out and see if they are in fact the same inside. On the outside, they look a little bit different. If you can really tell right here, but this one seems a little bit less wider, especially down here, than this one. This one seems a little bit the head seems a little bit smaller than the more modern one. They are about the same thickness here, and the switches look a little bit different, and the screws are, we're gonna test them out to see if if the screws even interchange on these. So let's not waste too much time and start opening these up. This one has a little thread locker on it, the more modern one. On the screws, and one strange thing I did notice is that there's a noticeable gap between the plate and the actual ratchet. Now, if you can pick that up, you can see the light in there. So there is a noticeable gap. It's not like this one, which is it's pretty well actually. The tolerance is good around this plate. It doesn't stick, which I'm surprised, and it pretty much matches the other seam pretty well. This one, I don't know, seems a little bit undersized, the plate. So what that plate looks like, and here are the insides. I don't know if they changed how they manufacture the ratchets, because I'm not sure if this ratchet is, if it was broached or not, because I do see their numbers and letters underneath the pawls. You won't be able to see it right here. Maybe you see a little bit. You see that little circle? I think it has like a 3 or something at the bottom there. And I don't know how they would really do that, or why they would do that, if this wasn't a different manufacturing method. You guys that know more than me about manufacturing and different methods, let me know. And here is the older Plomb, And this is the plate. Let me see if the plate fits over here. It does, but it's a little bit big also. Like, I guess that one fits a little bit. This opening here seems a little bit bigger than that, but the plates are still smaller. So I guess they didn't want to. They didn't want the tolerances to be too close for some reason. Here is a look at both of them and the insides, and they look very similar. Let's right off the bat, let's take the gears off and see if they ratchet. Switch it, and it does ratchet. So I guess you can interchange the gears. Put the old gear. Well, this one, maybe I won't put the gear in this because it's gonna take a while to get that spring back in. So let's switch some more parts here. Let's see if the pawls are the same. Take the spring out. And remove the old pawl from this one, and we'll switch it with this pawl from here. Put the old pawl into the new ratchet. You see the pawls are shaped a little bit different. This one has a 90-degree angle, a box end angle. This one has like a slope. It's like 90-degree on this side, but on this side is like a little small slope there. And you see that the number or letter I was telling you about underneath the pawls, that's kind of forged in. That's what made me think that this has maybe a different method of build than maybe the old broaching style. Okay, so here is the new. Let's see if it. That's the old pawl. It seems like it's ratcheting. Put the plate on it. That's the old pawl in there. See it clicking. Switch it over. That's the new side, the regular pawl that it comes with. And that's the old pawl. So yeah, so the plates fit. The pawls fit. They ratchet. Did I do this one? Let me see. Let me get this spring in here. And that's the new pawl next to the old style pawl. It's a new pawl from the ratchet, from the newer ratchet. See if that works. Yep, you see it clicking there. So yeah, it works. And the other side. See what's going on with this spring in this side. And let's test out if the screws will fit. Are they interchangeable? Here are the new screws from the new ratchet. Let's see if they'll go into this plate. Yep, that works. And let's see if these old screws will go into this plate. They might be a little shorter, I'm not sure. Let me see. This one goes. Let me see if this one will go in here. Strange. That one doesn't wanna go for some reason. Try it again. Oh, now I caught the hole. Yep. Okay, so the old screws from this one work in here, and there's the old pawl from this one. It's ratcheting. Switch it over, and it ratchets. So there we go. I guess we proved the theory correct, that parts from a 90-year-old ratchet, or what is it? Is it 90 or 85 years? Will fit into a ratchet and work on a ratchet that you bought yesterday from Amazon, and vice versa. The parts from this one will go into the ancient ratchet and it will work. Which is kind of amazing if you come to think of it, is that the tolerances and the parts and the sizes and all the things need to remain the same throughout all these years for them to interchange almost 90 years later. Alright guys, that's all I got. Until next time.